Hey guys, me Dave. It's 7:30. Oh my gosh, it's almost August already. Uh, Friday night. So I thought I'd do a little video. Not much going on with me. I mean, really, honestly, uh, they made me run to the bathroom a couple times today. I went out and I did something kind of fun. I had a picnic with some of my family at a park, and that wasn't too bad. I don't know, it was kind of one of those times where I mean, I'm sure the perps were there, but you couldn't really tell. There were some people kind of walking by us all the time and all this stuff, but it wasn't too bad. We were there for about an hour and a half or so, and we had a picnic and we barbecued and had something to eat and all this stuff, and then we kind of went home and stuff. But it wasn't that bad. We have to get out there and do things and get out. We got to break this stuff up, you guys. Um, Picnics with your family, or um, I'm all for getting together with family. They know what's going on, they validate and all this stuff, but I still get together with them, and I like to, I even though they hit me, I mean, they'll make me go to the bathroom before I leave, and then when I get home, they'll make me go to the bathroom. So I'm paying either way. But you still have to get out there and try to have a good time. Try to, break this stuff up, from the torture, or harassment. I'm always getting mind harassment 24/7. And all this stuff, and they put bad things in my head and all this stuff all the time, and I try to uh, I try not to I try to redirect myself, I guess you could say. I try to redirect myself from the bad things they put in my head and all this stuff, because there's people out there that you know there's people out there that care about us, you guys, that love us. Our family loves us. They may be a part of that. It could be an act. Um, they could be getting your family involved, but your family loves you. Um, and a lot of it is an act. It's acting. Um, they're afraid of death of these people. For some reason. They're lying to our family and all this stuff. They're I don't know what they're saying to them, or they saying, oh yeah, we're FBI, we're I don't know what they're saying to them. I can't figure that out. I mean, they have so many people involved in my program. They have former co-workers involved in my program. Um, you know from 13 years ago. I'll see. Okay, now I'll see a supervisor at the dog grooming place. She lives way across town. There's no reason she's in my area. She lives 6, 7, 8 miles across town. You know, and she's picking up her dog from the groomer exact time we're there. They get a lot of my coworkers involved. They really do. I'm not being paranoid. They really do. Um, some live around in this area. Some don't. Um, they'll slam doors real hard. They'll validate their technology. Um, and they act like they're walking on eggshells for somebody. So they're scared of somebody, something. I don't know. I don't know what these people are telling them. I really don't. But they do get people from our past involved in these programs. It's a fact. I'm telling you, man. I was in the fake psych ward. They had my 4th grade teacher in the psych ward as a patient. 4th grade teacher. He looked like an old man, but he still had the mustache and the hair, the gray hair and all this stuff. He had brown hair and brown mustache when I was in 4th grade, but he was an old man. now in the 70s. And they had him to get responses out of me. It's unreal. They will track down people from your past and get them involved. I'll tell you something. I went for a ride last night. Okay, I went for a ride last night. When I was a young man, or a boy, a teenager, I worked at the Duluth News Tribune, and I worked in the mail room. We used to put newspapers together. We used to put ads in newspapers. And I worked there from the time I was 16 until about the time I was 18. And then I took a college course at the college and all this stuff, Okay, so I was going for a ride. My usual ride. I go for a ride every night at 7 o'clock, just to kill some time. I go through town and go through the West End, which is a booming part of town. They have breweries and all this stuff. Lots of cute girls and all this stuff out there. So go through through town a little bit. Waste 30-40 minutes. And okay, so I went for my ride last night. Okay, now I seen a guy that I passed, that I used to work with at the News Tribune when I was a teenager. I was like 16, 17 years old. I passed him. Okay, now I didn't think anything of it. It was just, oh, hey, there's what's his name. I haven't seen him in 30 years. 30 years. I'm 48 now. So I haven't seen him in 30 years. More than 30 years. Okay, now, I didn't think anything of that, all right? So I continued on to my ride and all this stuff. And we had a guy there that, he had a 68 Camaro, convertible, beautiful car. They used to work at the News Tribune. Okay, so, we hung out a couple times and all this stuff when I was a teenager, 17 years old or whatever. Alright, so I came back from my ride and I seen him. I used to work with him at the News Tribune. I seen him driving through town at a stop sign where I was coming down. And I'm thinking, what's his name? I'm not going to say his name. What's his name? From the News Tribune. He was all gray. He had gray mustache, gray hair. I mean, he looked like an old man. He must be in his 60s. I haven't seen him in 30 years. And he still had that 68 Camaro. It was in gorgeous shape, So, is that a coincidence? Or did they get a hold of those people? In my program, I'm telling you, man, they will do things, unbelievable things. So, I wouldn't doubt it if they got a hold of them guys. I seen two in one night on my ride that I used to work with from the News Tribune. I haven't seen in 30 years, since I was a teenager. So, it was unreal. He got responses out of me, got reactions out of me, and responses. So I'm like looking, I'm like, that's so-and-so driving his 68 Camaro. He still has that car after 30 years. I haven't seen him in 30 years. It's unbelievable. They will bring people from your past. They will track them down. So who's tracking them down? An agency? Because it ain't the contractors. The contractors don't have that kind of power. So they're working with the agency too. Alright, so they're tracking down all these people from my past. I've seen, I went to a doctor's appointment before. I've seen co-workers there walk into their car with a client. I'm like, I used to work with them 7-8 years ago, It's unreal. They will do all kinds of things to get responses and reactions out of us. It's unreal. Um, so that's what they do in my program. They track these people down. They tracked down my best friend last year. They tracked down my best friend from childhood. We were friends from like 6 years old until when we were in our 20s, and we kind of split apart by then. But they tracked him down. I seen him when I was going for my ride. He looked at me like he was looking at a ghost, and stuff. And I tried adding him on Facebook, and he wouldn't add me. Another childhood friend that lives just a couple blocks over, he wouldn't add me on Facebook. We grew up together. We're friends from like third grade, until we're like in our mid-20s, when we're going to the bars and stuff together, having a couple drinks and stuff. They will do all kinds of things. It's unbelievable. It really is unbelievable. And they will do anything for responses and reactions out of you. Tonight when we're I was coming home. I was coming home from the park. Now, I don't know if this is them, but coincidental. I was going by a car wash, all right? And there's this chick bending over, showing her ass off in tight jeans. I don't know if that was them, but it could have been them. I'm talking, in my program, they have a lot of perps out there, and they do things to get reactions, especially women. They will have women really flaunt their stuff in my program. They'll bounce their boobs up and down. They will do all kinds of things. They will spread their legs when they're wearing a skirt. They will do all kinds of things in my program to get responses out of me, reactions out of me. It really is unreal. It really is unbelievable the things they will do to get reactions out of you. Anyway, we went to the picnic. We had a good time. I was on my way home. Yeah, they showed me some ass on the way home. These girls flaunt themselves, and that's what they do because they know it gets reactions out of me. It gets reactions out of me, guys, because I've been single for 10 years. I've been single for 10 or 11 years. So a beautiful woman will get responses out of me. And they call me a male slut. And I've had lots of girlfriends, and I've kissed lots of girls and all this stuff. They call me a male slut all the time, and they use that to their advantage when because beautiful women get my attention. They use beautiful women a lot of times. I had no idea we had such beautiful women in our town. But we have a lot of beautiful women in our town. And I don't know how they recruit these people. But they recruit them, and they pay them, and they flaunt their stuff off to get reactions out of me. That's one of the things they do. So, I just thought I would share that. But we had a good time. We got to break this stuff up, have a picnic. We're going camping on the 12th, me and Max, and we're going camping on the 25th. So we're going twice next month. We're going to do some tent camping in a private site, and I don't know how I'm going to pay for it all. I don't know how I'm going to pay for it all because I'm broke. I really am broke. So I'm going to be living off nothing next month. But we got to break this stuff up, and try to have a good time, have a fire, have a couple drinks and all this stuff. I'm having a couple drinks tonight. It's the weekend, so I'm trying to relax and have a good time and all this stuff. So anyway, Oh, I've been rambling for 15 minutes. So, anyway, I'm going to cut this off. I hope you guys are having a good, have a drink or do something. Go camping, go for a bike ride, get together with your family. Even if your family thinks you're mentally ill, just play it off, ignore that. Don't even talk about that stuff. And pretend, everything's okay. And get together with your family and enjoy your family. For once and stuff. So anyway, I'm gonna cut this off and I'll talk to you guys later.